This is your Skyview forecast.
So I have some pretty big plans to do some grocery shopping on Saturday, and I hate it when you're opening the car and I have a hatch on my van and then closing it when it's so filthy. But my whole thing is, am I going to be able to get my car washed before then, because the lines are long?
Yeah, the lines are long. They're going to stay long. Sometimes the nice thing about working the evenings is I can sneak in there at 9:30 in the morning. There's just a couple retired guys in line with me, and
me tomorrow.
And that's about it. And Peggy in your Mazda will be watching for you. I gotta get the salt off my car too. It looks pretty bad. What you want to do is you want to make sure you got enough sunshine and warm temperatures that the car can dry off fully. You don't want to get the car washed. It's 20 degrees out. You try to get your key in the door, and it doesn't happen because there's ice on there, and that ice can stick around for a long time. Tomorrow might not be the day you want to do it. I don't think we're going to get much above freezing. Our temperature's slipping into the teens here for tonight, but tomorrow those temperatures limited with a lot of cloud cover and probably some patchy fog for some of us. Those of you watching from Wyoming, thank you, by the way. Your temperatures are going to be better. You'll see some sunshine, Gillette, Sheridan, Wright, Wyoming. So this is what you normally would see on average anyway, as far as moisture is concerned in this part of the country. We were doing fine the first few months of the year. This line is 2017. We took some pretty significant hits. We had a dry May, June, July, and that is when you really get the bulk of the moisture around here. And if you happen to be dry in those months, you can cause some trouble. Looks like this tree was pretty dry. Paula found this one south of Deadwood, probably knocked down by the wind events here a couple of weeks ago. And when those trees are dry, a little more prone to be tipping over across the area. Thankfully, those winds have died down. I'm glad, because they were howling there just a couple of weeks ago. No longer the case. We're currently have a 0-mile-an-hour wind out at the airport. So the 20 degrees that the thermometer feels, it's exactly what it feels like to you and I on our skin. 10 degrees at the base of the dam at Deerfield, 22 at Nemo. The cool air off to the east now pushing its way into our area. We call it a backdoor cold front. Most of the time they'll come from Montana, from Canada. We call it an Alberta Clipper. This time it doesn't come in as such a rush. It's backdoor. Most of that cold air is headed towards Minnesota, where they like to play hockey every mile and a half. We've got a rink there. That cold air sliding from east to west here, pushing against the Black Hills, lifting up over those higher elevations. It lifts up that atmosphere, produces a little bit of some fog. Already reports of some reduced visibility there to the north. I checked out Slim Buttes up there as you get pretty close to the North Dakota state line along Highway 79. Doesn't look like any fog. We typically will see that there at Slim Buttes. Not the case here yet. Do expect most of that fog to develop after midnight tonight, because we've got the cold air to the east, the warm air to the west. Those two are going to meet, and typically they'll be right around the Black Hills. So Rapid City likely stuck under those low ceilings, under the fog, and you get in the Black Hills to poke out of that cold air. We'll see some sunshine in the hills. We might see a 20 to 30 degree difference there. Saturday looks great. We'll see some warm air. Here comes another push of some cooler air for Sunday, and maybe even a couple of snowflakes south and west of the Black Hills on Saturday night. A lot of moving parts here in the forecast, so follow along. Try to get you the best understanding what's going on that we possibly can. 31 degrees for tomorrow. Do expect that patchy fog to be most likely on the South Dakota plains, and especially here at the base of the Black Hills. In the foothills, that fog tends to linger from Hermosa to Rapid City up to the Sturgis area. 47 degrees tomorrow in Hill City. There's that inversion we see a lot in the winter months around the Black Hills. It'll be out there tomorrow, meaning Lee, Deadwood, Keystone, Hill City, warmer than Hewlett, Moorcroft, and those areas out on the prairie. 8 degrees tomorrow morning in Martin. You'll only get into the 20s, even colder off to the east. In central South Dakota, high temperatures only in the teens. And look what you get in Gillette and Sheridan. Not only do you get the beautiful sight of the Bighorns and just a good look at Wyoming, you also get to see it under some sunshine and some really nice temperatures. 31 degrees on Friday, just a hiccup there. We're going to get that rebound going again Saturday, all the way up to 52 degrees. That's great if you love it. We'll try to do it again early next week before a big push of some cooler air and maybe a little bit of some rain and snow as that Arctic air pushes back into the area.
Looking good.
Very